Hey guys, it's Wednesday, February 26th, I think. um, but we're getting close to the end of February, and um, let me just, can I turn, yeah, I'm going to turn her around real quick because I want to see out my window. Look at, it did just look almost blizzardy. It is white out there, very white, wind and snow blowing around. I'm kind of surprised that the schools haven't called and said that they were having kids leave early, because I did shovel this morning and you can't even really tell that I shoveled because it just keeps blowing and snowing. So I'm sure my boys are all excited about all the snow, but and you know what? It's still February, so I'm fine with snow still. Come after spring break, then I don't want to snow anymore. But we are going to look at the cute MEADOW stamp set today. So it's going to be pretty quick. I'll just show you a couple things. This week has come and gone so quickly. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. Do you guys ever feel like that? Just time is flying. I can't even believe it. That March 1st is this Sunday. Crazy. So, and last week my phone died, and so I actually have it charging. I think I can get it to reach my my phone, or my phone holder here, stand. So that's what I'm hoping. Otherwise I might end up just pulling, sorry that I'm close up. I'm kind of just pulling my table here. I was plugging that in just before I came. So let's, without any further ado, if you are coming on just now, say hi. I'm sorry it's a little crazy here. I love when I get visitors live. It's so awesome. And if you're checking me out later, hello to you too. MEADOW is a cute set, so let's see if I can turn this around and hopefully it will reach. All right, get it in my phone holder. Hey Teresa. Sorry, the shaky. I usually have it in my holder. All right. If you're just coming on, I just was saying I actually have my phone charging, so I just moved my my whole desk forward, closer to my phone. Okay, so this is the hostess code now through February 29th. My free shipping is done, but thank you for all of you who took me up on the free shipping. I think I paid over $80 worth of free shipping for you guys who ordered in those 15 days, because it's my 15th stamp anniversary. So thank you to everyone who ordered in February, but you still have a few more days to order in February. And what I put down too in my on my Facebook message was, if you order now till February 29th using this hostess code R37CYWH6, if you go to the drewdaily.stampitup.net, that's where you can order, you will get in a drawing to win a free Wink of Stella glitter brush from me. I love these. In fact, I used it on a couple of my cards that I'll show you. The Wink of Stella glitter brush is just a really easy way to add a little sparkle to your project. So I love these, and they last quite a while. And Paper Pumpkin, I got a couple new subscribers, so thank you, Alicia, and a couple other people who've subscribed to Paper Pumpkin. It's a great time to try it out. If you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you get a free stamp set with your March Paper Pumpkin box. And it looks like it's going to be a cute set. They don't give us exactly what we're going to see, so there's a little bit of surprise element, but Paper Pumpkin does let you know kind of if it's going to be a card kit or favor boxes, or and kind of the theme, if it's going to be hearts or flowers. So, and the March one looks like it's going to be cute, like springy, maybe match our umbrella punch, I'm not sure, but you will get a stamp set and then a free set, so you'll get 2 stamp sets in this Paper Pumpkin coming in March. You do have to subscribe at paperpumpkin.com and just choose me as your demonstrator before March 10th if you want that free set. And then round 2 of Celebration is coming our way very soon. And see if I can move So it's hard to believe that we're getting close to the end of the last month. And sorry, yeah, I cut my finger last night on, of all things, I was cleaning out a peanut butter jar and scraping out the top, and it slipped my thumb. So being a boy mom, I had Ninja Turtles or Star Wars. So Star Wars it was. And it's not fun when you cut your fingers, especially when you're a stamper. And it's my right thumb. So bummer. But it's gonna be all right. So these are stamp sets in the celebration that you can earn for free with a $50 order. Some of them you can earn with a $100 order. And I know some of you have gotten these already. The Gang's All Mirror. There's the lily pad dies. This lovely lily pad stamp set you can earn. Very cute. The Happy Birthday to You stamp set, and it matches with some coordinating dies. I did want to say this kit is now unavailable because it's been depleted. So the celebration items are all until supplies last. So that kit is already gone. It was cute. This Thoughtful Bloom stamp set still available to earn with a $50 order. And with a $100 order, you can get the Bloom Punch that I've showed you with a few cards in past weeks. And then this Ladybug stamp set, there is still time in March. You just need to contact me if you want to have a party. If you get to $300 in sales, you get to choose your regular free stuff like usual, but then you earn this for free just because. And it is a cute Ladybug set. Now, a new brochure has come out, and I've showed you this last week too, but just reminding you, come March 3rd, when you order after March 3rd, or March 3rd and after, for the rest of March, you can get this cool foil paper, which I have shown you a few cards made with that foil paper. It's so much fun to sponge over because it resists the color. So I love that paper. With a $50 order, you can get that. There's a new stamp set, the Rise and Shine, and it comes with 2 cases. So that's with the $100 order. You can earn this one. And it matches, if any of you got the Christmas Cup of Cheer, it matches all the dies that go with that. So very cool. I love the font of Let's Hang Out Soon, Makeup Today Amazing, Rise and Shine, and you've got this, but first, coffee or tea. You could do either, which is fun. I'll have, hopefully by next week when it actually is live and you can earn these things, I'll have more examples. With this stamp set too, the Tags in Bloom, such a cute set. I need more hours in the day, people. And when my husband wants me to go to sleep with him, and my midnight hours are the hours I usually craft. So I just haven't had as much time to play. But there will be new things that you can earn starting March 3rd, which are awesome because some of you like me have earned almost everything. Well, not almost everything. Everything and times 2 for me. For free. So it's nice to get some of the new stuff. So celebration time is awesome. And today in the spring catalog, the stamp set that I want to show you, and it's not a bundle, this time it's just a stamp set, that we actually do have some stamp sets that don't get sold as bundles, so they don't coordinate with something specific, but this stamp set called MEADOW. We've got a few stamp sets like this. We've got one in the annual catalog. Actually, we've got a couple in the annual catalog, I think, that are kind of like this, that look watercolored. There's just so many options you can make with them. There's, what is it called? The one in the holiday catalog was called Snowfront. I did get that one. They had little deer and mountains. That was cool. But this one has a little gazebo, a bridge, some cloud-looking things, lots of flower options, things to decorate your trees with so you can make them look fall or spring. So I don't have a ton of examples made with this stamp set. Let me show you the number first here. So you get 24 stamps for only $21. I think it's an awesome deal. And the number is 151650 is my MEADOW. And if you do order this, it's $21. Right now, if you get $30 more of stuff, you can earn a free celebration set. So that could be cardstock colors. It could be a set of dies or a punch where you could make something. So the first card I want to show you is this really beautiful one. Michelle Zindorf is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who I feel like always does really pretty artistic scenery type of things. And she did something similar to this, and I thought, oh, I've got to try this. It was so pretty. And I'm going to show you how easy this is to make a little scene just like this. So that you don't feel intimidated by like, oh my goodness, I could never do this, because your stamps and everything else kind of does the work for you. So you start with just a plain Whisper white cardstock. I think I trimmed this one down a little bit, or the one here, so that I could see a little bit more of what I had embossed in the back. I used the Parisian Blooms embossing folder on the black there. And I actually was able to cut, because the black is just in the background, I cut this piece, this, and this all out of the black piece that's in the background, because then I can use these little labels for other cards. So again, when you are matting something, I always like using the part that's being covered up, because make more for, you don't want to waste any cardstock. Okay, so I'm using Balmy Blue. I used a little Pretty Peacock and then some Night of Navy. So 3 different kinds of blues here to sponge my blue with. Now, what I did first is I actually punched out with my 1-inch punch out of a sticky note, and I put it over kind of the side here. And that's going to make my white moon. I'm starting with the lightest blue, so my Balmy Blue. And I'm going to ink up my sponge. And I'm going to sponge around the moon here. I'm not pressing very hard because I have used all my darker colors too. But I'm going to sponge kind of around the moon. And where did I put that extra piece of paper? To give it a little bit of dimension, this will end up mostly getting covered up too, but I want to see right where the bottom of my moon is, and I'm not going to sponge right in front of where the moon is, because that's where you want to think, I want to leave some white space where in the front of the moon, where that would reflect on the water as a lighter white. So I'm just sponging down. Again, this is with my lighter blue, my Balmy Blue. And I'm going to sponge all the way down to the bottom with my lighter blue. Okay? So that gives us a little bit of the line of the water, but I'm putting so much on my card, you're probably not even going to notice that. It's just to help me see where do I want the sky and where do I want everything else. Okay. After I do the Balmy Blue, I'm going to add a little bit of the Pretty Peacock. Okay, so you lift it up like a compact, slide it in, and ink up that one. And now I'll do a little bit more. I want to do darker in the corners, kind of, for this night sky. Around the edges. And then I want to come down and do kind of the corners here. I'm going to be stamping some trees and some stuff over on the sides, but still kind of want to get around the edge. Okay, so that's my Pretty Peacock. And now to add just a little bit more dark purple, or not purple, blue. Night of Navy, our darkest blue. And I think mine does need to be refilled, but I'm going to use the corner of this, and I'm going to add some dark blue right to the corners of my card. So I'm keeping my darkest blue kind of right around the edges of the card. This is where you might get a little color on your fingers. It's okay. You feel like an artist when you're sponging. It's fun. So I'm just kind of trying to blend this all together, those colors. But you see how I left a little bit of white space around the moon and down in front of the moon. So it looks like the moon's like reflecting on the water there. Okay. Now, do you feel like if I had a fro, I would feel like, who was that painter, Bob, on like PBS, who explained everything. And he was always so calm and relaxed, but it was awesome. You had fun watching. Thanks, Linda. Thanks for stopping by, Linda. You have a great day. Again, it's always fun. Oh, you know what? I stamped that up, but I actually want to ink up my bridge first. Okay, so the bridge, I'm going to take this off now, my moon. The bridge I'm going to stamp in black. So when you've got a black, it just makes it look like a silhouette kind of. And I'm going to stamp this right there, kind of over the moon. And then you've got all kinds of stamps and pieces in this set. You've got ones that kind of look like leaves, flowers. You could have a whole garden of different kinds of flowers, different size grass. Some of these dotted ones can make, and this is the one I'm using, this kind of bushy looking one. So I'm inking that up, and I'm just going to stamp it once and then stamp off. Stamp it and stamp off. So it's like a little row of bushes off to the side of the bridge. And I'll do it on the other side. Actually, I kind of want to make this darker. We're going to be stamping the trees over it too. I'm kind of doing this in a little arch. Kind of gives it some shape. Kind of makes it just look like a silhouette of a bunch of grass or bushes kind of on the side. Reminds me of like Rogers Lakewood Park, where I walk over our bridge. All right. So I did those little bushes. Now, ooh, I didn't get this on I'll stick that on here. Now I'm going to stamp this bigger tree, the long tree, in black. Ink it up. I'm just going to put 2 trees on the side here. I'm kind of letting them go off the edge. Let's see. So those 2 over there, and then I'll do 3 trees over here. 1, 2, and it doesn't really matter if they overlap or don't. I'm going to put that one back up. Okay. Now the fun of some of this stuff to make it look like it's reflecting in the water. I'm going to go back to my lighter color, my balmy blue, and I'm going to stamp the tree and the bridge. Where did I put my bridge? In the lighter blue. Okay, so ink that up. And you could make it look more perfect by stamping on like a silicone sheet and then on the bridge, but I think it looks close enough, like still a mirror image, even though it's not perfect. All right, and the trees, same thing. I'll stamp kind of right underneath them in the blue. Okay, so right under this tree. Right under this tree. Isn't that fun? Looks like they're a little reflection. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's in the water. Let's see, that one will be further down. I'm almost connecting it right with my other tree that I've stamped. There. Now if you wanted to make it a little more watercolored or blurry, just use your aqua painter. And I could kind of take this and go back and forth just over the... And after I've inked that up, and that kind of gives it a little bit of a wavy look. Maybe I'll do that over the bridge too. All right. Isn't that pretty? And then to add on top of, well, I even added some of the birds in there too. I think I'll keep the birds off this one. And then just matted it on black and put it on balmy blue cardstock and added a little hello on there because I didn't want to cover up too much of my scene. Isn't that so fun? How quick you can make a little scene? That didn't take me too much time. So that's making a little scene with your stamps. Very fun. And you see how it still looks, I mean, every time you do it, it looks a little bit different, which is fine. That's the joy of art and having fun. All right, I'm going to peel that off because I don't think I'm going to use that on some of my other cards. Another card, oops, sorry. Another card that I made with the same stamp set. This is using brighter colors, and I used my gingham pattern designer paper. Again, don't forget, if you have that paper, don't forget to use that, especially now that we were wanting to at least think spring, even though it doesn't look like spring yet. Again, all these stamps are just so much fun. So this one ends up looking like a little river. These blotches of watercolor, just stamping it once in, I think I used Granny Apple Green. So just a bright green, and then I used the terracotta tile to stamp and make those springy trees. Isn't that pretty? So if you have a variety of different colors, it's fun to just use these and make them. And I think I used the smaller, this little wispy thing. It looks great as a cloud. I'm sure people have figured out a different way to use it too, but it does look like a cool little wispy cloud. And then where are the little clumps? Oh, these two things are awesome, and I'm sure other people have used them as something else too, but are great for just little stones, kind of. So by that river bed and right over the grass, I stamped those little stone-looking things in black, so it looks like a little stone. Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness. I can't wait to play with this more, I'm telling you. The last card that I want to show you is really simple, and I was just going to have it be a one layer, but I accidentally, I think I got some black ink on my finger. Have you ever done that where you stamp down and you're like, no, I got a blotch? Sometimes I'm able to cover it up with a rhinestone, but this time I just cut out a whole nother layer of the vanilla. And I wish I would have run it through my embossing folder, the subtle one. That could have added some fun texture. But I did want to show you a really simple card using this set. So I haven't even made one with the gazebo yet, but this is cool that you can make. See, I got black ink everywhere. You can make a cool little wheelbarrow with it, and this is just a cute little note card. And this is where I said I did use some, if you can see the flowers are a little sparkly, I used that Wink of Stella glitter brush to just kind of swipe over the flowers, and then I swiped over the hello too. So cute. So real quick, let's do a little bit more, let's step it up a bit. Do something similar to that. So here I've cut out, and I've already got, where's, see, this is where having a Band-Aid is not good, because I get ink on there and then I don't see to wipe it off. Anyhow, so I'm going to put the wheelbarrow on this piece that I've cut out of my nested dies. And I want to stamp or ink it up in, I'm going to take off my bridge. Photopolymer stamps are really awesome, guys, because when you're stamping, you can see right where you're stamping. It is very nice. Okay, so I'm going to ink up my wheelbarrow, just the base of it. I'm going to put it further down here. It's okay that it goes off a little bit. And I'm going to do some brighter colors. Now, can't you still... This is the wheelbarrow base. This one I used the in colors from last year. So this is the blueberry bushel, the lovely lipstick, Call Me Clover, the Big Shot. Teresa, I was a little confused by that. Well, I could, yes, you could run this through, but I've already attached it. I've already attached it to the card. So I don't know if I could actually, it's up on dimensionals. I don't know if I would want to run my whole card front through, even though it's, but yes, if I hadn't put it down on dimensionals yet, I could have just still run it through. But you're right, I still could probably try. It'd be kind of thick if I tried to run the whole card front through. But yes, you definitely can run it through this Big Shot after you have stamped it. I just had already attached it to my card. Darn it. All right, so I'm stamping the body of the wheelbarrow in the terracotta tile. This terracotta tile is really close to our Calypso coral. I do love this orange. It's just a little bit deeper than our Calypso coral. Now I'm going to do some, let's see, I'm going to do the leaves first. I'm doing lighter colors, so this, like I said, is mostly some of the in colors, but I am using my soft sea foam. If you're coming on, say hi. I love people that join me live. Where did I put the leaves? Oh, here we go. Okay, so these little spread out, that stamp is like a little cluster of leaves. And I'll show you how that works really well with, let me make sure I've got enough ink on there. This is a really subtle green, the soft sea foam. Stamp those leaves down. And it's spread out, like I said, kind of perfectly. Hey, Barbara Ann, I've missed you. Thanks for joining me. Okay, now this cluster of little flowers fits really well right inside those leaves. I love, this is one of my favorite purples. I love this purple posy color. It's light, but pretty. You have a minute? I know. I barely had enough time to just get ready for this. That's why I'm not showing you a ton today, but a little bit. Now, isn't that pretty? So right inside those leaves, that little cluster of flowers fits right in there. So cool. And this is where, because it's photopolymer, I can kind of see right where I'm stamping. So, but this one, it's a watercolor. It's, you know, it's not, sorry, I keep hitting my phone because it's charged, or it's charging. So my phone today will not say you're low on battery because I am charging it now. If you're just coming on, say hello. I love visitors. Okay, so isn't that wheelbarrow cute? So this is where my original one is in kind of deeper colors. This one has a brighter orange, but then some lighter colors of leaves. And because I used the green, oh, I do want to use the green again, sorry, with a little grass too. So there's a few different kinds. This, you know, again, you can use this for anything. You could use it in brown as a little path too, but I'm going to use it as a little strip of grass underneath. It's a really light, little delicate strip of grass. How fun. Now, instead of just adding it and keeping it plain, because I cut it out and put it on a piece of the cardstock that I cut out with my nested dies, which I love. I'm going to put this one, so instead of keeping it neutral, I'm going to put this one on the soft sea foam. Guys, I love this soft sea foam color. It's so pretty. It's almost a neutral because it's such a light green. I love it. And this vellum is also vellum you can earn, or paper that you can earn for free come March 3rd. And it's really a pretty little delicate layer to go on top of your card. And I wish I had my other card that I had already made to show you that, but I did have another card made with it. So I'm going to put that over this, but in order to add even a little bit more, because again, I'm showing you how to step it up, because I'm putting vellum over the back, you will see through it. And so I'm going to try to add a few trees in the background too. Yes, Barbara Ann, I purposely am trying to show you guys a springy stamp set while we're in the middle of this whatever winter blizzard. These are pretty spring colors. So I'm going to stamp this whole little cluster of trees a couple times as a background. Yeah. I don't want to do too many. And then I'm going to use this little, no, not that cluster. What was I going to use? No, maybe I was. No, I was going to use these. All right, I'm going to use color on color. So my soft sea foam. I'm going to ink up these little dots and just do some repeat stamping over these trees with the little dots. And it's very subtle because again, this is a color on color. It's a light green. But how fun are these little dots that you can decorate? Now I could have probably done it in an orange too that matches the wheelbarrow, but again, this is just the background, so I want to keep it pretty subtle. So I'm inking it up and then stamping it down a couple times. And it does not have to be perfect. Again, it's just my background. But it gives you that little look of some trees in the background. How fun! This is where if you had multiple colors too, it's fun to add some different colors. If you were doing fall trees, you could make some yellow and orange and red in there. You could make them really pretty. Maybe I'll just put a couple dots over here. Okay, so isn't that a cute little background? Now, when I tape down my vellum, you'll still see those little trees in the background because it's vellum and it's clear. And I'm just going to, if I can find, oh, my snail's right here. I'm just going to put some snail adhesive right in the middle. So you won't see it when I put down my little stamped piece of the wheelbarrow. Center that so you have a little edge all the way around. I'm trying to think of a song that makes me think of spring too. I don't really want to sing. I'm singing in the rain right now. I sang that when I made my little piggy one. All right, well, maybe I'll keep the black open. Okay, now I can stamp, I could stamp a little word or hello down here or thank you. Maybe I will stamp thank you on here. This thank you is from the Timeless Tropical set. And I'll just stamp that right down there. No, look what I just did. Ah, I was just telling you, sometimes when you get ink all over your fingers, I got a smudge right over my flowers. The struggle is real. I've already stamped that all. Now what do I do? What to do? People, this is where I'm going to help you be a creative thinker. I do have ribbon. Darn you. Ribbon, this awesome ribbon I've shown you before that has scallops on it. And I actually used it on the second card that I showed you guys. I'll come back to that. See, I just folded it and then stapled it on that little thank you there. I love this ribbon. It's so cute. So, I wonder if I could do something with this ribbon. I'm going to try to. I'm going to fold it in a little knot. So here's real life struggles when you're making cards and you put a smudge somewhere. There's usually, not always, but usually a way to fix it and cover it. And voila, that's what I'm going to do with mine. Now, normally I would use my glue dots, but I'm going to use some of my sticky strip on the back of this. Okay, so it's just above the flowers. I'm going to stick my sticky strip in the back. I'm telling you, I'm getting black ink all over the place. Part of the problem is my Band-Aid thumb, people. The Band-Aid gets you in trouble. All right, so I'm going to wrap this all the way around. I'll trim this off a little bit more. I did a little bit too much. Voila! That adds a little texture to it. It's right above my wheelbarrow, and I'm going to try not to touch that piece of cardstock anymore with my Band-Aid. And where did I just had my dimensionals. Where did they go? Where are my dimensionals? Oh, where are my dimensionals? I've got more, people. I've always got more dimensionals. Just had to go to a different drawer. Okay, so I'm going to put one kind of over the ribbon, one down here. Take those backings off. Stick that right in the center where I had put my and then I was going to show you too with my Wink of Stella glitter brush how fun it is to add just a little extra sparkle. So over the flowers, I'm just going to make them sparkle and shine. And this is the glitter brush, already has some glitter kind of coming out of the tip. Every once in a while, if it starts running dry, you just squeeze a little, adds a little sparkle, and there you have a cute little thank you card. Awesome. Wow. Okay, so I didn't realize that my thumb Band-Aid was going to be as much of a problem as it was today. But I hope that you enjoyed watching a little bit with the My MEADOW stamp set. So here is the very simplified version with some of our in colors from last year. And then here's kind of a different set of in colors used differently to step up, doing kind of the same thing. Just the wheelbarrow still the center, but we added a layer of vellum and added some background, and voila, you've stepped it up a little bit with your Big Shot. And then this one as well, you can make just some really cute scenes with this. So if you have a and if you're scared of how to mix what colors, always to be safe, just stick with the same color family. And then final review, I showed you how to make a little scene where you do water reflection. And we sponged over a little circle that I'd punched out in the sticky note. Isn't that fun? So I hope you enjoyed looking at my MEADOW today. Again, I'll turn this around. If you order this month through February 29th, you will get in a drawing to win a free Wink of Stella glitter brush from me as a thank you. And you can always check on my blog. I try to put more pictures on there too, along with my videos. And Paper Pumpkin, if you want to try that out, If you have kids that would love on a rainy day or a snowed in day to make projects, Paper Pumpkin is an awesome, all-inclusive kit that you get shipped right to your house once a month. It's only $22, and it really is an awesome kit. And March, you will get a free stamp set. So you'll get 2 stamp sets in your one Paper Pumpkin box for March. And I think it's going to be cute. And just to show you some of the cards from February's, I did stamp for you last week some cards, or one of the cards at least. But so you get a whole stamp set of photopolymer stamps. We got the sequins. We got these little kind of dimensional words. And it does coordinate with the cake stamp set too, which was awesome. And so here's some extra cards that I made with the kit. So this one I actually turned into a shaker card. So I used a window sheet and put some circle foam that I had around here to make birthday wishes. Isn't that cute? And here I used different colors. So I used my purple posy and said lovely birthday wishes. And our cool designer envelopes are awesome. I love them. And here's have a lovely birthday with the flower stamps that matched with it. And these little scalloped pieces already came with it. These kits are really fun. And this one came with 9 cards, 9 envelopes, all the pieces you need to put your cards together. So I would highly recommend the Paper Pumpkin, especially because the deal's going on with getting a free stamp set right now. So, and you can cancel anytime without any fees. There's no charges. What I love about Paper Pumpkin too is you can also choose to suspend a month. So you can go back into your account, and if you do it before the 10th of the month, you can just click on suspend box if you need to skip every once in a while. So you have complete control over how often you get your box, which I think is an awesome bonus to the subscription, because you can suspend as many as you want. So thanks so much for stopping by today and looking at the My Meadow. Hopefully if you come to my house, I'll have even more beautiful cards made with the stamp set. Because it's fun. I had fun just making these few cards. And I hope you had fun watching. So have a wonderful day. Those of you in Indiana, stay warm on this snowy, blizzardy day. And if you're in a warmer, sunshiny place, yay, good for you. I can't wait to visit my family, my husband's family in North Carolina soon. It'll be fun to kind of escape for a little bit. So I hope you got a little bit of an escape. It's spring, though, with these bright colors, if you are in somewhere cold like me. So have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.